MuSINGS Outdoors, and it's time for another little live session. It's Sunday evening, and there's a football game on, but I thought I'd just come in here and see what you guys are up to. I do have a little bit of news I wanted to share just because the rifle season for elk wasn't too good for me, and unfortunately, I don't hunt with a muzzleloader because as of December 13th through Sunday, December 21st, there is what's called the Heritage Muzzleloader season in Montana. And they, so it has to be with a traditional muzzleloader. Can't be any of the new fancy type ones. Now, I don't know that much about muzzleloaders, but um, I used to watch a guy, and I still do once in a while. I love muzzleloading, and I watched him make a muzzleloader from a kit, those tradition kits, and that was interesting and fun to watch. So, and because I used to work with my hands a lot anyway, building saddles and stuff like that. But so that was always intrigued me. So, but if you do have a traditional muzzleloader and you're in Montana, that elk season opens up on the 13th and runs through the 21st. So you don't have a lot of time. Um, I would imagine if you were going to be going on this hunt, you would have all your crap together and ready to go because it's like I say, it's just not a lot of time to get things done. So, but I thought that I would bring that to your attention, and of course they do say that like hunters that you need to be aware of your block management areas because um, even though they're open for other things like what are they? I think they're for open for upland bird and waterfowl, but they don't necessarily allow deer and elk hunting. So you have to make sure you know your regs and keep you out of trouble that way. So that's a good thing. And I did just kind of getting onto some 6.8 Western stuff. I was just looking before I came on to see if Gunbroker had any Sequence PH2s in 6.8 Western, and they don't. There's none of them on the auction site. So, maybe someday one will turn up, a used one, if you're still looking. Um, so keep your eyes open, keep checking those places because you never know. So, um, let's see. Sir, you look very good today. That's fantastic. It's good to be loved. um, yeah, anyway, it's tough to find those things, and we're hoping that someday they will come back to making those. How do I feel about the 7PRC? I just bought one. Silencer suggestion. Well, I can only recommend one because I just got another one. I'm gonna wait till January to get it just because of the tax situation, and so I get the AB A10 Warthog, and it's 6.3 inches long. It's made of steel. It's not heavy, but it's not as light as it could be if it was titanium or something. But that thing it tames that 6.8 Western that I have down really well. I bought a thread adapter because obviously the Winchesters are a six to what is that? Anyway, it's not the same thread pitch. It's a 9/16 thread pitch. So I had to get an adapter, but I did shoot that thing with this same can on it, and it just does a really good job. I tried it on my AR-15, works good on there. I've had it on my 300 Blackout. I did have hearing protection in when I shot it, so I could tell when I had one shot that was my hand loaded and it just went over supersonic, so it cracked a little bit. So, but the rest of them sounded pretty good. So, and that's with a 7.5 inch barrel. So it's that muzzle is that much closer to you, so it's not going to have the same effect. Although some of them are just super quiet. So I do have to. I probably will change my powder charge on that and get them going just a little bit slower, maybe just over 1,000 feet per second. So, let's see. Brendan Aviation says hi. What's my everyday carry? I just got a 9mm, or excuse me, I shoot Smith & Wesson 40, and it's just in the Gen 1 Smith & Wesson. So it's got the, what is it, a 3-inch barrel, I think. So I've had it for a long time. It's just got 7 rounds, and I'm just used to it, so I haven't changed anything. I thought about switching to 9mm, but I'm just going to stick with the 40. So anyway, let's see. It's good to see an American talk normally. Yeah, I've always talked this way, so at least I'm normal. That's good. So let's see. Nifty have one of those nerd Jim 9mm. Yeah, anyway, getting back to that AB suppressor, the Warthogs, it's 6.3 inches long, and if you go to their website and look at the internal design of those things, it's pretty amazing. The company or the people that make them used to work in the turbo industry, and maybe they still do, but that's where they got their idea for the airflow through that can, and it works really good. British psych major. I'm from England, and it's good to see an American not being so daft. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, there's some problems over there in England, but it looks to me like there's patriots over there that are trying to fix things. So yeah, we just got to make sure none of that stuff happens here, although it already is in some places. But yeah. I'm not gonna give me a shout out. My name is Emma, and I like your video so much. You get it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Emma. Good to see you on here, Emma. So the AB Warthog and AB is a really good company. I just talked to my FFL, and he was talking about his dealings with AB, and they're top notch as far as any kind of warranty. Anything happens to that thing, they're gonna either fix it or send you a new one or whatever they have to do. So, and I'm sure there's a lot of other companies that do the same, but that's my experience is just with AB suppressors. So anyway, so the my father is the captain in her Queen's the Royal Guard. God rest her soul. Yes, sir, you are correct. Yeah, yeah. I hate to see that. It's there's just a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now, and we just need to stay vigilant and just don't let this kind of stuff happen. What's going on you can kind of see it happening here too, because people are starting to get caught in I don't know, insider trading of taxpayers' dollars, I guess, with the stuff going on in Minneapolis. So I'm glad that stuff is finally coming to a head. So we need to stop that stuff. So thank you and have a nice day. Yes. The other thing I was going to talk about a little bit, if you guys have any other questions on suppressors, or if you're looking for a rifle and not sure what caliber to settle on, just let me know what you're thinking. And because I've never been a 30 cal guy. I've had 2 7 mags, and I've got a 6.5 PRC and the 6.8 Western, and I've shot even have a Ruger Sporter 1 and a 7x57, which is a nice little gun. So, but why do Americans always want to start a fight with other countries? Well, I think there's probably some underlying reason, and it's, in most cases, it's all about control. And if to me, it's like I don't really like our government giving other countries money. It'd be like it's like the government giving people money here. Once they do that, then there's always a string attached. And I think we should be taking care of our own more. we're close to 38 trillion in debt, and it just doesn't make any sense to me what we're doing. So, yeah, I have no idea what, I'm just a country boy out here in Montana that is just trying to get by, but I don't like to see that kind of stuff happening, that's for sure. What's up? Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, and all of you who are in here. So, um, but yeah, the other thing I was going to talk about a little bit was I do have a 6mm GT getting built, and it's going to have a 26-inch barrel, and so that should get me some more velocity. So, just for an example here, I've been shooting 6mm arc, and that's what this one is. And let me get this way. So there's a little bit of size difference there. And if you shoot a 6.5 Creedmoor, this would be the 6.5 Creedmoor of that world, and this would be the 6.5 PRC. That's kind of the difference between these two 6mm. And because one of them, like say you're shooting 107s, because of the load data shows has data for 107s for both of those, and the 107s using lever evolution 28.2 grains is going 2669, and that's only developing 5200 feet per second pressure, or psi per. That's because it's these numbers are for the gas guns, and I do have a bolt gun, so it goes. I've been able to load them a lot faster than that, so they're going 2750. But with the 6GT, I should be able to get 2,900 feet per second, maybe even 2,950 with that couple more inches of barrel length there. So, and I'm going to be running 112 grain Barnes bullets. So, hello from Fresno, California, Army veteran. Well, it's good to see you. Thank Jesse Hernandez, 8041. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. But yeah, so I'm kind of anxious to get that here, get ready to shoot that this spring, and just see what I can do with that with the hand load. So I haven't even bought any factory ammo, and I don't know that I will, unless maybe for barrel break-in I might do that. But I've got a bunch of lighter loads loaded up, and then I'm going to work my way up, and I'll use those lighter loads to get that barrel broke in with my own loads. So that's kind of my plan, and then we'll see how it shoots. If I'm getting 2850 and that thing is got 1/4-inch groups and it's cloverleaf in at 100 yards, I'm going to be pretty happy with that, even at the lighter weight load. So, but it's good to know, good to have that velocity so that it's shooting flatter, so that some of our targets, we had one last year that was a little over 1,900 yards. So, in that 6 arc was struggling to get there. By the time, because it's going subsonic at around 1,200 feet per second. So that last 700 feet, it was just basically falling out of the sky. So, but that's that's why that's why I'm gone with the GT and a really high end barrel. It's a Hawk Hill. Hawk Hill sold to another company now, but a friend of mine had this barrel, and they're single cut, and they should be very accurate. So, and the gunsmith I'm having do it is meticulous as you can get. So I'm excited for that. So, and yeah, just a matter of time. Then I'll always have the 6 arc for backup. So it's kind of like my hunting rigs. I got the 6.8 Western, and I still have that 6.5 PRC with Berger 156s ready to go if I need a backup, if something were to happen to that 6.8 Western. So I always should have a backup. So, but you guys got any questions or anything? Go Dogs. Georgia. Yeah, if you're talking about the Georgia Bulldogs, they made me smile yesterday. Anytime that the Georgia Bulldogs can knock off Alabama is a good thing. So, but anyway, but that's just kind of what I was going to yak about tonight. Was just I wanted to let Montanans know that muzzleloader season is coming, and I'm sure if you're a hunter, you already know that. But it's just good to point that out. And then there are going to be some. Hello from Minnesota, Cast Blast 1989. Good to see you in here. Thank you for showing up. There will be I will be doing a video on the hunting results for our area here in the 400 zone, 400 units. So, and there that comes out of Augusta, and so hi from Western North Carolina, Super Shane 95. Good to see you in here. Thank you, sir. But so I will be doing a video on that so we can kind of have an idea how the success rate was, and if we can't determine what kind of, I'll look and see if I can see what areas they came out of the most, to see why the numbers were what they are. We didn't have super good hunting weather. It was no snow, and it's always good to have snow if you're hunting them things. So good luck out there and stay safe. Will do for sure. Same to you. And so it's just it's been another one of them years, because as soon as you get 6 inches of snow on the ground, it just seems like the movement of the elk change a lot. So, and that it does help. And then of course it helps with tracking and those kind of things too. So when they're hard to find, if you can find a track and it looks fairly fresh, you can follow that thing and eventually find them because they're at the end of that track. So, but anyway, well, guys, we're gonna let you go on this one, and thanks for coming in. I sure appreciate it. And you guys have a good week next week, and we'll probably jump in here again next Sunday. I'm going to try to do these on Sunday evenings. And so, think about questions. If you have any questions or ideas to talk about, bring them with you, and we can talk about it the next time. So, all right, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you later.